Base resonator here. Gonna try a tray that will go into this bowl to be a bowl eventually. But I'm going to use some things that I've had for a while. Some letsresin alcohol inks, but they are metallic. I'm going to use purplish red, brown, coffee, reddish brown, and black silver. So I'm going to do this in a way that I will put some, I'll mix up my resin, and before I pour it in here, I'm going to do something similar to what Mixed Media Girl does, and she puts the alcohol ink on the mold itself and then pours the resin in the middle and just lets it spread out. Let me put my hand at it, spread out that way, and then it'll pull back in. So I'm going to be decorating most likely the black silver in the middle, and then these different colors are on the edge, and then let it set for a while. And when it gets where it's not sticky but it's still very bendy, then I will put it into that bowl and shape it from there. So something new. Resin's mixed up. I decided to put a little bit of glitter that I obtained from Tropical Glitz, which is an automotive paint supply, and they have all kinds of really cool colorants and stuff. And this is called the 24 karat gold. So I'm going around the edges. I'm shaking up these alcohol inks because they have their color will sit on the bottom if I don't. So I'm going to start off with the, oh, wouldn't you know it, I have to poke these things. Those crazy bottles, I hadn't popped the top on them, so they were all sealed. So I just got done sealing them all. Now unsealing them so that I can put that colorant in. So here we go. And there's that black silver. Now the coffee one, I'm going to go, and wouldn't you know it, it's still not quite opened. Let's try that now, hopefully. Oh, come on. They're sealed very well. Can't get them in here. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I got them done now. Coffee that way, coffee this way. Coffee drop, coffee drop, coffee drop. Okay. Now brown, non-coffee. And then purple red. Give a little majestic to this. And then a reddish brown. That should be right here on this one. Well, come on now. That's still That one is just not wanting to come out. I don't know why, because I have used this one in the past, so I don't know why this one is. Well, you know what? Just not going to use that one then. Okay. Put a little bit more of this purple right here. Now I know this looks kind of interesting, but just observe. Let me do it with my left hand so I'm not covering up. And those colors just spread right on out, and I'm going to have to put in some more. That's why I mixed up 2 of these, because I knew I wasn't going to have enough with just one. Ooh, this is already getting relatively hot. Yeah, that color scheme that I've chosen for this metallic is really kind of cool. I'm going to have to dislodge a little bit of that black silver right there. But yeah, this is fun. Thank you, Mixed Media Girl, for giving me some ideas here. Come on, empty out, empty out. Just a little bit left in there. Okay, so I'll sit over to the side and get my handy dandy little silicone tool. Just sort of spread that out a little bit. It'll all come back. That's the way resin cures. It's really fascinating. And let's see if I can get this gold into a little bit of a nice circle shape there. So now I will go over this with my long-handled lighter to get rid of some of those bubbles that happened when I poured. Sorry about that, going right in front of the camera. So what do you think about those colors? I think they look really nice. We'll come back after a while and see the results. Okay, this has been 4 hours since I poured this, and it's not sticky, and it is very malleable, which is what I've seen people do, especially Mixed Media Girl, and where she can pull it out of the mold. So let me get my bowl right here that it's going to go into. I have never tried. I may end up having to move this a lot. She's always talking about waiting 6 or 7 hours, but it's relatively warm here in the 80s, and so I think, wow, I'm getting my arm right in the way. I don't know if, when I've seen Mixed Media Girl do it, she just pulls it out real fast, and I'm not having that kind of luck. It's coming. So I wish I had a better angle on this for the camera, but I don't. So you're just having to look at my forearm and hand. But almost got it completely loose all the way around. This mold has these little flower type petal things in the corners. So now I'm going to put this over, and she forms her bowl. I've never heard hers make that noise. Whee! I'll end up shaping this a little bit more after I get it down into position. Well, my bowl, I think, is deeper than hers. It's a 100-ounce bowl, but mine's going to be a slightly different shape than hers. Try and get this petals, get that middle one to stick out a little bit. Give it a shape. I don't think I quite got this into place. There, I'm starting to get it down in there. Stick a little bit right there, pull it over some. It's pretty close to being the position I want it to be in, except that bolt is a little bit further down on one side. Almost there. There, I'm getting it further down in. And then that part stick pooching out like I want it to. Pooching out, pooching out. And then, in order to get it to stay and keep that shape, I'm going to follow her example and put a container that's a little heavy in there. Let's see how this works. So you can see that container's in there pulling it down. And when it eventually comes out, then it will, yeah, I don't think I have that quite exactly the same shape. Over here it's a little bit. Pull that over a touch. Hey, there, I may have gotten it. Okay, I'll try that. And hopefully that will come out nicely tomorrow. Ta-da! So I've taken the bottle out. Now to take this strip out. Bowl's coming loose. Oh, there we go. Popped it out. And have an interesting metallic sheen to this bowl. Let me take it out in the sunlight. So here's the bowl. Those metallic alcohol inks. Whoops, sorry, I was gonna lose it. Very pretty. And that gold down on the bottom. Yeah. It's a keeper.